Ready to start on our journey, trainers? My name is TeamCrowGo, and this is Kenatron7. Before we head on our journeys, we want to make sure that all of you are prepped and really ready to set out with us on our journeys.
Believe me when I say that you're about to learn something new, whether you're a veteran or you're a newbie. So let's start off with the basics, catching a Pokemon.
So first thing we want to go and notate is going to be your different catch types. You're going to have the nice, you're going to have the great, and the excellent. Nice is going to yield you anywhere between a 1 and a 1.3% additional catch chance. The great throw, which is going to be a smaller circle you're going to be thrown at, is going to be a 1.3 to a 1.7 additional chance. And then an excellent throw, which is going to be a really tiny circle usually, that's going to be a 1.7 to 2% additional catch chance.
All right, now there are 3 different types of Pokeballs that we have. There's the Pokeball, there's the Great Ball, and there's the Ultra Ball. The Pokeball gives you a 1.0% chance of catching a Pokemon. The Great Ball gives you a 1.5% chance of catching a Pokemon. And then Ultra Ball, that gives you a 2.0% chance of catching a Pokemon. Now, if you get comfortable, you can throw a curveball, and that gives you a extra 0.7. So Pokeball would be 1.7, the Great Ball would be 2.2, and then Ultra Ball would be 2.7% chance of catching.
And if you guys are fortunate enough to have had the research to get the Master Ball as a guaranteed catch chance, there's a reason we're not really covering that a whole lot. So next up we have is going to be the AR versus just in-game throwing. So if you're looking to get a little additional Stardust boost and experience points boost, the best way to do that is going to be through AR. That's basically you're going to get up and get the expert handler, which is going to be where you actually have to slowly walk up to the Pokemon. And it takes a little bit of time, getting a little used to it as well, but it's worth it, especially if there's not a whole lot of Pokemon around you, things like that, or even if there's potentially a legendary, it's not bad. Make sure to Star Piece and experience like that if you get a chance though. So first we're going to show you guys the assisted throw, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of how to do that. This is actually an in-game feature, and Kenatron is going to actually show you how to do that. So now you guys have seen the assisted throw, which once again, in-game feature. I want to go and actually show you guys the quick catch method, which is, it's kind of like a glitch in the game more or less, but it's something that's never really been patched, but it's going to allow you to actually quickly catch the Pokemon. So for instance, during a community day, it's going to be incredibly useful, just that way you can mass catch things at a pretty quick pace. So if you got to go +2, go along with that, that's going to be huge for you. Alright, next up on the list is going to be berries. So the 3 we're going to really notate here are going to be your raspberry, golden raspberry, and silver pineapple berries. So the raspberry is going to give you an additional 1.5% extra chance. Golden raspberry is going to give you an additional 2% chance, and silver pineapple is going to give you a 1.8 additional chance, plus 2 times candy, of course, when you use them on the Pokemon. As long as you catch the Pokemon with that, you'll get those 2 times berries for the silver pineapple. The other 2 we want to go and just briefly cover is going to be your Nanab berry, which is going to make the Pokemon a little more still. They don't move at all. Just their standard kind of just little motion they do, but they're not going to attack you after you've used that berry. Now, there are times where if you use the berry, it will still attack if it's just about to attack. But other than that, if you use it right at the very start, chances are it's not going to attack you. It's just going to sit there. They also will not move from side to side, up and down on this. And next is the pineapple berry, which is just like the silver pineapple. It just gives you 2 times candy. It doesn't have any catch bonus.
Alright, and next is kind of like a passive. You don't really have to do anything other than catch Pokemon. You get a bronze medal for whatever type of Pokemon that you're trying to get. Like just normal type of Pokemon. Eventually, once you catch a certain amount of them, then you'll get bronze, silver, gold. Bronze will give you a 1.1 edition. Silver will give you a 1.2. Gold will give you a 1.3. And platinum will give you a 1.4 chance of catching a Pokemon.
Remember, these can stack, so definitely just go out there, just spam the catches as much as you can. Get what you can. It's not only going to be good for you as for your trainer level, but also for Stardust as well. But then on top of it, you also get more candies for your Pokemon. Next up we have is the catch ring color. So just a couple things to notate here. So green is going to be basically easy. So when you're looking at the catch ring, if it's green, it's going to be a pretty easy catch. And then red, of course, is going to be the harder catches. So you can get things in between. There's orange, there's yellow, and they can all be there too. But once again, those range in difficulty. So the lighter they get, easier it is to catch. And next we have the weather bonus. Now this is going to be just increasing the Pokemon level in the wild. So based on whatever your Pokemon's type is, and based on the weather that coordinates with it, or goes along with it, it's actually going to go and increase their level, making it potentially harder to catch.
The highest level that you can get for when the Pokemon is weather boosted is level 35.
Correct. And on top of that, during the weather bonus, the weather boost, you're going to be getting an actual Stardust bonus as well.
Speaking of set levels, when you do a research task, whether it's daily research or anything from the professor on the special research, all of the Pokemon caught that way are level 15. When you get into rating, the Pokemon are always level 20. But when it's a weather boost, they go up to level 25.
Remember that Stardust on that too, and for sure on experience as well. After that, you have eggs. So if you're under trainer level 20, you're going to have varying Pokemon levels. But once you're level 20 or greater, you're going to be getting level 20 Pokemon. So no matter what, level 20 is going to happen when you're in 20 and above.
Alright, now Shadow Pokemon with no weather boosts, they are going to be at level 8. But with a weather boost, you're going to be at level 13. Regardless of whether it's weather boosted or not, when you purify it, it's going to become level 25.
Right. And there will be a video right up here where we're actually going to go and cover more in depth on Shadow Pokemon. There's a lot going on with that, especially when it comes to PvP, but also for just the PvE side of things. So when you're going to raids, you're doing gyms, things like this, they're actually really, really useful to have. So we wanted to actually have more of that covered right up here. So just click on that if you guys want a little more information on that. Next up, we're going to be covering this more extensively. Probably it'll be right around here. We're going to be covering Stardust and XP, so just click on that if you guys are a little more interested in that. But this is huge because not only do you have to go and power yourself up by leveling up, so through the experience of catching, beating different raids, gyms, things like that, that's all going to increase your trainer level, which you need to go and actually get better Pokemon, you get better things unlocked. You're going to want to do that as quickly as possible and also try and build up as much as you can. But Stardust you're going to be using for a number of different things. You got boosting your Pokemon's CP, so you'll be using Candy and Stardust for that, and also getting a second move, once again, Stardust and Candy. And then, once again, I can't emphasize this enough, catch every Pokemon you can, because this is going to help you actually increase your level. It's going to help you get your catch bonuses, so that we can actually build up on those medals.
Even if it's a Pokemon you don't want, catch it, transfer it. You got the XP and the Stardust. So we'll also be talking about TMs, fast and elite charge TMs,
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be going through all like the legacy moves at some point.
Yeah, you guys can get that video down here. That'll eventually be popping up. So just if it's not here yet, it will be eventually. So be patient. And of course, one of our last things we're going to be talking about is going to be gyms and Pokestops. If you're going to be doing raids, you're going to be hitting gyms. That's directly where these raids are at. The gyms, they're important because the higher your medal is on that gym, the more things you're going to get from it. They're just basically a giant glorified Pokestop. But you can get all sorts of things from it, including your free raid pass. For those that are free to play, especially, this is going to be crucial. You can get those through your gyms only. And of course, if you have Pokemon in gyms, they're in there for 8 hours, then you're going to get your 50 Pokecoins for the day, as long as your Pokemon is knocked out and it's been there for at least 8 hours. But you've got a cap on that of daily 50 Pokecoins is all you can get. But there will be more information about that. We'll probably have that right in front of Kenatron over here. We'll have a video later on down the road about gyms and Pokestops. But also with Pokestops, just a quick note there, you can lure those up. There are lure modules you can get. There's different types. We'll cover that more extensively in the gyms and Pokestops video as well. And then, of course, our last one we've been discussing for a while now, nests.
Yeah, we're currently at an Oddish nest right now.
It's awesome. At Valley City Park, it's a great nest it's a big park, but it's a nest. We found out today it's actually an Oddish nest. Especially right now, this is a good time for catching Oddish anyways.
It won't be an Oddish forever. It rotates out.
Yep. But these are good, especially if you're looking for a specific type of Pokemon. It's a great way to go ahead and get all those candies you need for it. Now, just note there's not every Pokemon does nest either. There's quite a few that do. Most of them do, but there's still quite a few that don't.
Thanks for watching our first video, and if you are excited for this type of content and would like to see more content like this, make sure to like this video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. You can also check out our socials by searching for TeamCrowGo on X, Instagram, and of course on YouTube. See all you guys in the next video.